occupy the front row. The accountancy profession is an integral part of success story, and the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India has always been at the forefront in carrying out its responsibilities. Being the premier accounting body of our country, ICA has also been recognized as the partner in nation building.
Known for its quality education, Thrissur emerged as the prime destination for knowledge aspirants down the years. The Thrissur branch of SARC was formally inaugurated by CA V. Rajaraman, the then president of ICAI, on the 10th June 1981, and from then it has never looked back. With a humble beginning with 60 members, the chapter has expanded multifold. The branch acquired its own premises at the heart of the city within a short span of 7 years since its inception. Started with a handful of activities in the year 1981, Thrissur branch is now a branch bustling with activities in pursuit of excellence. Thrissur branch is a benchmark branch, and it is sure to conquer new heights in the days to come.
Let me invite the dignitaries onto the dais. May I call upon C.S. Satish TG, Secretary, Thrissur branch, onto the dais.
Next, may I call CA Divya Dharmarajan, Managing Committee Member.
Now, may I call C.A. Anup V. Francis, Sikasa Chairperson, to occupy the dais.
Let me invite CA Paulson EM, Treasurer, to the dais.
Now, may I call C.A. Jean Paul, Vice Chairperson, to occupy the dais.
Let's invite the very dynamic chairperson of Thrissur branch, CA Ajit Kaimal, onto the dais.
Let me invite ex-officio member and our immediate past chairperson of Sikasa of SIRC, CA Satishan P, onto the dais.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a standing ovation, let us invite onto the dais the chief guest of the day, Dr. D.M. Vasudevan.
I request all the members to kindly rise for the motto song.
य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति कामं 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 कामपुरुषो पुरुषो निर्विमाणः निर्विमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तदेव शुक्रब्रह्मा तद्ब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते तस्मिन् लोकः शतः सर्वे तदूनात्यपि कश्चनात्यपि कश्चन एतद्वैता 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 एतद्वैता.
All are requested to be seated.
Let me invite CA Ajit Kaimal, Chairperson, Thrissur branch, for the welcome speech and to present the report for the year 2022-23.
Respected chief guest of the function, Dr. D.M. Vasudevin, SARC member Satishan P, senior members of the profession, past chairpersons of Thrissur branch, the incoming very dynamic chairperson, C.A. Jean Paul, who is going to lead the branch, my fellow supporting, my dear MC members, my dear members, friends and families gathered over here. First of all, a very good evening, and it's my privilege of welcoming you all, but I will defer that pleasant task for some time because I need to present to you the activity report of the branch for the last year. So let me play the same for you. Thank you, Sumesh. So now let me just quickly touch upon some of the highlights of last year. The managing committee officially was installed on 24 February 2022, and we started off formally by constituting the Women's Club on Women's Day. And on that day, a seminar was organized also, and these three women of extraordinary caliber was honored. Professor Dr. Bhanumati P. A philanthropist, and Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sosa Maip, and Srimati Geeta Salish, a visually impaired entrepreneur. Now, I must use this occasion to recognize the efforts of the Women's Club of Thrissur, led by the President C.A. Saumya Jay Ganesh, and C.A. Secretary C.A. Prita Shenoy, and the coordinators Meenakshi, C.A. Meenakshi, and C.A. Rosalind Tojo, and its members. Their contribution was instrumental in many programs. I must mention that the Women's Club conducted their flagship program, Ujwala, very much wonderfully, and the presence of the chief guest, C.A. Dina Jacob, indeed motivated us all. And I use this occasion to thank the Women's Club and its members who are instrumental in introducing almost five new speakers, and also associating with the Thrissur branch for around 5 programs. I must mention that MC member, C. Divya, was very instrumental in the coordination of the Thrissur branch and the Women's Club. And regarding the CP activities, last year Thrissur branch conducted 41 CP programs, totaling almost 104 hours of CP. And joining with other branches, CP programs totaling 27 hours. So thus we conducted total 131 hours of CP. Now, of course, when the new MC took charge, it was that COVID law restrictions were there, has just been lifted. Almost 2 years the branch has been sitting idle. And the managing committee wanted to have a normalcy as soon as possible. So I do recognize the tremendous support of the members of Thrissur branch who came to these programs and bringing in the much needed normalcy. Now the branch took in lead in continuing the Navaratna, the All Kerala conference, by providing this technical support for all the 9 days. And Thrissur branch hosted the inaugural day of the conference, and Dr. T.V. Somnathan, IAS, the Finance Secretary of India, addressed the gathering. And I must mention that the technical support was given by the Thrissur branch for all the 9 days. And we had our own faculties like C.A. Rajmohan, C.A. Jijil Kumar, C.A. Rinta Antony, C.A. Harikrishnan V, C.A. Ashwati, C.A. Vipin KK, C.A. Shajan TT, C.A. Peter Richard, C.A. Madhavan, C.A. Tony MP, C.A. Unikrishnan I, sharing their views. And we had these expert faculties like C.A. Ravindran, C.A. Madhukutan Pillai, C.A. Prashant Srinivas, C.A. Vinod Balachandran, C.A. Vinay Tyagiraj, C.A. Jatin Christopher, C.A. Jomonika George, C.A. Rangarajan, C.A. Shankar Narayanan, C.A. Raman Kuti, and C.A. Divya Abhishek, and C.A. Revati Raghunathan, C.A. Deepa Praveen, C.A. Soman NL, C.A. Ankit, C.A. Sean, C.A. Spudarjun, C.A. R.S. Balaji, C.A. V. Pattabhiraman, C.A. Abhishek Murali, C.A. Srilakshmi S., C.A. Vivek Krishna Govind, and C.A. R. Krishnan addressing us. Now the other faculties who took sessions for the members includes Dr. Shruti, Mr. R.K. Gurumurthy, C.S. Jackson, C.S. Thomas K., C.S. Fasal Rahman, Mr. Sri Shankar Gurujalam, Leda Hemant, Dr. Priyanka Rajmohan, and Ms. Biji. I thank each and every one of these speakers for their tremendous support and interacting with the members. Now, along with the CP programs, the branch had lots of these PR programs also. Some of them includes around 2 to 3 sapling distribution drives, almost 8 financial literacy drives and campaigns, and conducting 2 MSME seminars and an MSME Yatra, and an Udyam registration drive. Now, these philanthropic activities include contribution to needy schools, waiving of fees to needy students, and conducting blood donation drives. Now, some of the programs that we had associated for conducting these various programs include the MSME department, TMA, Bankers Club, Builders Association of India, ICSI chapter Thrissur, ICMA Thrissur chapter, All Kerala Chit and Formants Association, Thrissur STP Association, Mayoga, Dhanlakshmi Bank, ISAF Bank, Manappuram Finance, etc. And we had these socially relevant persons like Mr. Murli Ramakrishnan, MD and CEO of SIB, Mr. G.S. Prakash, IEDS Joint Director, MSM Institute, Mr. J.K. Shivan, MD and CEO of Dhanlakshmi Bank, Mr. Paul Thomas, MD and CEO of ISAF Bank, Mr. Joy Alaman, Director, Kila, Mr. V.P. Nandakumar, MD and CEO of Manappuram Group, and Mr. Deepak Kumar IR, Assistant Commissioner, and Mr. C.P. Vincent, District Registrar of Cheats, interacting with us. And we also associated with the Income Tax Department and did almost 4 programs, including 2 reach out programs, 1 cyclothon, and a football match. So I thank each and every one of these organizations for the tremendous support that the Institute has given. Now, of course, we had this wonderful support for these non-academic activities like this indoor and tremendous outdoor games, and this walkathon, Independence Day celebrations. And definitely it was great, and we had lots of interaction with the members, and the tremendous support that the members gave for the intra-branch football tournament, the CEA Premier League, that is almost 4 teams comprising of a total 44 members, gave the inspiration to Trichur branch in hosting the first ever All Kerala interbranch tournament for the members. And the Young Turks of Trishur, almost 20 in number, and secured second in the tournament. And also we participated in the interbranch cricket tournament for members, and we arrived third. Almost 35 to 40 youngsters were participating in these games, and I must mention that our secretary was leading from the front. And I wish them all the best. And regarding the cultural programs, we had excellent cultural events as part of CA Day and Onam celebrations. And the quality of events proved that our members are not only good in numbers, but also very excellent in fine arts. Now, I must mention that the branch for the first time conducted an event, Young Minds Meetup, solely for the kids of the members of Trishur branch. Almost 30 families participated in the program. Now, I must mention that Trishur branch hosted the All Kerala MC Meet under the stewardship of Satishan sir, and the managing committee of all the 9 branches, almost 48 in number, the persons participated in the same. They visited our branch. Now, I must tell that Trishur branch has always been in the forefront in conducting the best available classes for the students of not only Trishur, but also Kerala. The year we had given special focus on the final classes apart from the regular foundation, inter, ITT and GMCS batches. The results did encourage us, wonderful results with the inter and foundation, which surpassed the national average. The branch also produced 56 number of qualified chartered accountants last year. And there were times last year in which almost 650 students were studying simultaneously in this branch. And I envisage that Trishur branch definitely will be the hub of CA education for the entire Kerala in the near future. All these are possible because of the gifted and dedicated faculties of Trishur branch. I am not naming each and every one, but I must tell you that there are almost 30 to 35 faculties, full-time faculties right now engaged by the branch. And I, with great administration and gratitude, acknowledge the sincere efforts put in by the faculties for delivering continuous classes, even when some of them were down with COVID. The excellent results that the branch has produced is solely because of them, and of course, our branch academic staff, Lisha, Anusha, Sumitra, and leading them, our own Danesh Etan. They were, of course, aided by Vivek, Amal, Shalini, and Sumesh. Their sincere efforts culminated in educating more than 2,750 students last year alone. My sincere thanks to all the faculties and the academic team of Trishur. Now, the Trishur branch did 23 career counseling programs in different schools in and around Trishur, even the outskirts of Trishur. And we had a very efficient team of career counselors, CA Geo Job, CA Preeta Shenoy, CA Rajmohanar, and CA Pramod Prabhu. They played a huge role in introducing this wonderful course to more than 2,300 students alone. And they will definitely be coming on to the institute for further studies and even more. And I must mention the name of our branch staff, Shalini, who single-handedly arranged the same. Now, the students' activities of Trishur branch was very hyperactive last year. Of course, after these 2 years of COVID, we had these students bubbling with energy. And we had this Tarang, a 2-day cultural event, which was attended by almost 1,200 students alone. And the sports tournaments like Ablaze, other areas were attended by almost 400 students. And the Onam celebration were attended by 600 students itself. 22 seminars was arranged for the students' knowledge enrichment. And Bodhi, the mega student 2-day conference was attended by 850 students alone. And at that too, at the branch itself. Now, the cream of the students' activities were Thrissur branch hosting for the first time the regional level chess and debate program. And all this were possible only due to the leadership of the very vibrant, the energetic, the young, the very dynamic, the Sikasa chairperson, C. Anubi Francis, who is sitting over there. And the Sikasa team called him the Superman, and aiding him, C. Divya, and of course the energetic Sikasa team, and led by Amal Vailal, the energetic vice chairperson. He's over here, right? Yeah. I wish my very good friends, CA Anoop, the vice chairperson elect, and CA Divya, the secretary elect, all the best. CA Divya also ensured that the 12 newsletters of Thrissur branch was published well in time, and I am sure that they are going to be one among the great leaders of Thrissur branch. Also, I should recognize in this area the tremendous support that has been given to the branch by our own SARC Sikasa chairperson Satishan sir. Now, regarding our members' interaction with the elected representatives in the council last year, we had 3 central council members addressing us: CA Rajendra Kumar, CA Sripriya K, and CA Rajkumar S. Atukia. Also, we had SARC chairperson C. Chinnamasthanthalakaila, Secretary Naresh Chandragelli, and Treasurer C. Sundarajan are addressing us. I do thank their support. Regarding the infrastructure of the branch, I do report that full digitalization of 2 classrooms has been complete with the state-of-the-art interactive displays, and 2 more classes will be converted soon. And I am very glad to share the news to the members that funds has been sanctioned by the Estate Development Directorate to the branch for a new lift. I place on record my sincere thanks to all who made efforts for the same. And I must mention that the accounts of the branch were presented in time, all the filings and the statutory audit properly done. And I do recognize the efforts of staff Anian and my dear treasurer, C. Paulsonium, in doing the same. And I do place on record my appreciation to the service done by the branch statutory auditors, JGS and associates. Now, regarding the fund position, when the MC committee of 2022 took charge, we had 1.7 crores as FD in the branch. And of course, you know, the branch has opened up after 2 years of lockdown. And we faced an tremendous issue of this idling assets facing a huge unprecedented repairs and maintenance. The branch had to spend around 14 lakhs to do the same. And we thought that the finance will take a hit. But I am very glad to inform the members that we could close our books with around 1.6 crores FD and 11 lakhs receivables. So, thus totaling 1.71 crores. And I do place on record my thanks to all the branch staff and the branch in charge, Mr. Sumesh. Now, he's a person who does not have the word no in his dictionary. He's a doer, and his role in Thrissur branch becoming a referral branch for all the branches in Kerala is immense. Now, I must mention the able support that the vice chairperson, C.A. Jean Paul, the chairperson elect, gave to me. I must mention that he's a man of details, an immaculate details, and a visionary, great visionary. And he has hit the home running. In fact, he has given the branch a makeover in just 5 days. And I had called him for each and every details, his opinion, and he was very eager to give his opinion. And I am pretty sure that Thrissur branch under him, the new chairperson, will scale lofty heights. I wish him all the best. Now, when I was the secretary of the branch under C. Anoop ji, I annoyed him by not picking up his call sometimes. Now, I expected the same from my secretary also. But he picked up my call, sometimes even as early as 6 a.m. and as late as 12 p.m. Thank you, Satish, TG, for being with me day and night for the activities of the branch. I coin him Mr. Available. And definitely you will be an excellent leader of the branch. And I do recognize the guidance of C.A. Shilpa Shajan, C. Anoop Ji, and C. Aryan KK, who were my old MC members. If I had made the right decisions, it was all the credit goes to them. And I do acknowledge the support of my Guru Ramdas Sir, Shajan TT, and all the senior members, the past chairman of Thrissur branch. And I do place on record the support of my office colleagues, and most importantly, my partners, C. Dilip and C. Krishna Prasad. And I also place on record my sincere thanks to my better half, Prajida, who motivated me and supported me a lot, and Dr. Sai Diksha. You know, when I got as the chairman of the branch, I was being referred as chairman. Now my daughter is a fan of this DC and the Marvel universe, so she happened to hear about this Superman, this Batman, and this Spider-Man, and she was asking, this chairman was something like that. And today, when I just told her that I will be stepping down, she was asking now what she will become. I told her that I will be becoming the, of course I should not use the word chairman, but it's gender neutral, but I will be a past chairman. So I told her the new word, I will be a past chairman. And of course, remembering this past chairman, I remember, or I take that you all past chairman of Thrissur branch, you are all supermen to me. Thank you all for your wonderful support. Now, I do take this occasion to remember a great man who made me who I am now in my life. My father, who departed the mortal world last week. If I have attained something, all the credits goes to my father. Thank each and everyone for the tremendous support given to me, and I am now moving on to the official role of welcoming you all. So today we have the chief guest, Dr. D.M. Vasudevan. I was just reading his achievements, and he the research director of Jubilee. He's a scholar, he's a teacher, he's a mentor, and he's a doer, and not only the same, he's a founder. He almost founded almost 4 organizations, and definitely all these qualities, it's seldom seen in one person, and he's the right person to give the right type of advice to motivate the incoming chairperson. And on behalf of the branch, I do welcome you, sir. Now we have Satishan P, the just SIRC Sikasa chairperson, who led the SIRC to the second best branch, second best regional region in the total national levels, and he is an leader, great leader that Thrissur has produced, and on behalf of Thrissur branch, I do welcome Satishan sir. And we have the senior members. I'm not naming everyone, but I do see Ramdas sir, Joe sir, Chiran sir, Vasudevan sir, Venu sir, and Shivaram sir here. And of course, I do welcome you, each and everyone, and I do welcome Jomon sir also. And I do welcome the MC members and I do welcome all the members and families to this program. Now, let me conclude my address by welcoming each and everyone once again. Jai I say, Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We welcome you too, sir, for today's ceremony. Also happy to know that our branch performed really well last year under your guidance.
May I now welcome CA Ajit Kaimal, Chairperson of the branch, to hand over the charter of the institute to the incoming Chairperson of our branch, CA Jean Paul.
Now I request CA Sadeshan P, our own SARC member, to administer the oath. I request the committee members to please join. CA Jean Paul, Chairperson. CA Anup P. Francis, Vice Chairperson. CA Divya Dharmarajan, Secretary. CA Sadish TG, Treasurer. CA Paulsani M, Sikasa Chairman. CA Ajit Kaimal, Immediate Past Chairperson and Newsletter in charge.
Good evening to all. Wherever there is a gap, you put your name, and if there is a position, you read or yourself say your position. I do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the profession of Chartered Accountants under the Chartered Accountants Act 1949 as by law established, that I will uphold the integrity of functions as prescribed in the said Act and Chartered Accountants Regulations 1988 for the benefit of the Chartered Accountant profession, and I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge my role as the of Thrissur branch of Southern India Regional Council of ICAI for the council year 2023-24 without fear or favor, affection or ill will. Further, I solemnly affirm that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person or persons any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as the Thrissur branch of Southern India Regional Council of ICAI, except as may be required in due discharge of my functions as the. Thank you.
May I now welcome C. Ajit Kaimal, Chairperson of the branch, to hand over the charter of the institute to the incoming Chairperson of our branch, C.A. Jean Paul.
I now request C.A. Sadishan P. to address the gathering.
Respected and the star of the day, Chairman of Thrissur Branch, Jean Paul, and immediate past Chairman, Ajit Kaimal, Secretary and past Students Coordinator, Divya Dharmarajan, and Treasurer, who was the earlier secretary, now come to down to as a treasurer. As Ajit just informed that 1.7 crore FD will be there earlier, and it is maintaining the same FD. We can hope that it will increase to next level up to 3 or 4 crores with the help of Sadish. And the last time vibrant treasurer, present coming SICASA chairman Paulson EM, and our today's chief guest, DM Vasudevan sir. He is a very expert in research regarding the medical profession, and our senior member and past council, central council member Jose Potokaran sir, and my very good friend and energetic SIRC past chairman Jomon K. George, and a galaxy of past chairman Ramdas sir, Sivaramushan sir, Venu sir, Vasudevan sir, and up to KT Thomas sir, all and family members, my dear friends, boys and girls. Very warm good evening to all of you. I am very proud and privileged to stand before you today because all of us hear that what are the activities already done by Thrissur branch. Very vibrantly last year, Ajit Kaimal, under the leadership of Ajit Kaimal, so many activities done in branch level, as well as we got an opportunity with the support of chairman to conduct a regional level debate and chess competition in Thrissur instead of SIRC. So it will be very nicely conducted by the chairman and Divya as a coordinator, without any complaint from the students, those who are coming from all over the south. And I also congratulate the SICASA team, those who are volunteered for the same. And the SICASA chairman, as already informed, our Anu Francis, the vice chairman, next year chairman, now onwards by shoulder along with the chairman Jean Paul, he can work and find out how the chairman is working. So already he proved with his talent in as last time we got the second best SICASA award in medium category at SIRC level. So I congratulate him for the all activity, and the SICASA team, those who are sitting here, for the great achievement. And unfortunately, we may not get since there are competition mega category, the number of branches, around 24 branches in mega category. So by competing with all these 24 branches, very difficult to get the award is a marking criteria based on an evaluation done by 3 or 4 different members. Then their criteria, based on the criteria, other branches little bit more active than us. So we narrowly lost the best region, best SICASA award. I hope that next time under the leadership of Paulsen, it may come to the national level best region, best Sikasa award. And as said Jean Paul, the present chairman will made wonders and will make national level middle level category. He will also will get the national level award to the branch. My request is don't concentrate on the marking on award. Do your activity with the planning, then definitely award will come. It's only a mathematical calculation. You just look into what are the areas to be done, different things to be done. Then mainly that uploading of the reports and everything is very important. Based on that, we can try for the award. So I again once again congratulate the past team under the leadership of Ajit Kaimal, young and vibrant chairman of last year, and again very dynamic chairman Jean Paul is coming with so much experience in JC and TMA. So I am sure that he will definitely do wonders in Trichy branch, and under the young members supporting left and right with all support, what you call the secretary, protocol officer, and all other members will definitely help. So I am wish you all the very best in the coming in this current year 23-24. As regards 2 or 3 things I have to inform. SIRC is mainly concentrating this year. The chairman's vision is inclusive growth. Mainly he is concentrating on the 2 things as far as health is concerned, health insurance, and request all of you to get more contribution to the CA Benevolent Fund. Because this time, after a very long time, I think when Kautha Srinivas sir was the SIRC chairman, he collected around 1 crore to the CA Benevolent Fund. Now, the present chairman would like to cover that 1 crore. So, I request all of you to contribute voluntarily to the CA Benevolent Fund. And as far as the other thing is, we would like to have a MOU with the government of Kerala in MSME sector. We would like to give training to different members or different those who are starting the MSME. Through the chartered accountants, we can have the opportunity to give the training. Through that, the small and medium practitioners will get more work through the training and interaction with the government. That is the other planning of the SIRC this year. So I request all of your support for the same. And as far as the new curriculum is going to implement from 24th May, those students are sitting here. So May 24th onwards, new curriculum is going to affect. So as far as Board of Studies instruction, there will not be any old scheme. All students has to register or write the examination in the new curriculum. But till now there is a confusion. Examination committee has to decide whether the new curriculum has to implement from without considering the old scheme. That is under process. Anyway, Board of Studies has of the opinion that all the students has to convert to the new curriculum. And recently our president also informed those who are completed CA and would like to go to Singapore. If you staying 6 months at Singapore, you will get Singapore CA certificate. Only you stay 6 months at Singapore. Indian Chartered Accountant will get the Singapore CA certificate. And the second thing is, in Britain, if you are writing only 2 papers, you will get the Britain Wales and a certificate of CA. Then these are the 2 recent MOU with ICI. So those youngsters, those who are passing and would like to go to UK or Singapore, they will be very much benefited. Writing 2 papers, they will get UK certificate, and those who are going to Singapore for 6 months stay, they will get Singapore CA. Then already chairman informed we got the sanction of the lift and the capital budget for the last year already sanctioned, and I think around 12 lakhs capital budget already sanctioned. And this year capital budget already sent before February 20th. Most probably within 1 month or 1.5 months it will be sanctioned without any hurdle, I think so. Then the newsletter, every month the newsletter is coming. I am sure that next month, next year also that newsletter will be continue. As like, I don't know whether Sikasa newsletter is also there. Yes, then Sikasa newsletter, all students and members can write give the articles to the newsletter. And I also request all of you, those who are interested to write the articles to SARC newsletter, please welcome all of you. Please give the your articles to the publishing to the SARC newsletter. So these are the small, now the chairman took charge only 1 month before. These are the initial stage of discussion, and other things are on the pipeline. And this time, as per the new president's decision, all over India, all regions, managing committee members and regional council members are going to have an orientation program at Mumbai on 13th and 14th of this month. So I hope that when Shaji sir was chairman, I think Uttam Prakash Agarwal is done the same thing. So same method the president is would consider to all regions and all managing committee together. We are going to have the orientation on 13th and 14th. And the important thing is all activities should be all branches are vibrant now. All are doing more and more activities. So the competition between the branches are very tough. So anyway, Thrissur branch is able to do with the help of all seniors here, and the vibrant youngsters are also there. Students committee is also very vibrant, and we expect that next time Thrissur will make wonders under the leadership of Jean Paul. So I wish once again all the best to the new team, and I congratulate all the team. Very good working for the last time. Thank you, and Jai Hind, Jai ICI.
Thank you, sir, for your wishes. Hope we will perform up to your expectations this year too.
Moving on to the formal inaugural ceremony. Request CA Meenakshi Praveen to introduce our chief guest for the day, Dr. D.M. Vasudevan.
Respected members on the dais, respected chief guest, senior members of the profession, members, students and family members, a very good evening to all of you. It is my proud privilege today to introduce the chief guest for today, Dr. D.M. Vasudevan. As C.A. Ajit rightly mentioned, he is also a lifelong researcher, scholar, academician, founder, and has many more feathers to his cap. Dr. D.M. Vasudevan is a research director of the Jubilee Medical College and Research Center and the Associate Dean of Research, Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences, Kochi. Starting from his MBBS degree from the Calicut Medical College in 1968, his string of academic degrees include MD from AIMS New Delhi, postdoctoral research work at the Swiss Institute for Cancer Research, WHO Immunology Laboratory, Chester Beatty Cancer Center Institute, London, and research experience at the University of Health Sciences, Bethesda, Maryland, USA. He is also a fellow of the Royal College of Pathologists, London, and obtained the degree in 1992. His teaching experience, which spans across 55 years and more than 35 MBBS, MD, and PhD students, includes acting as He sits on the advisory and editorial boards of various academic bodies of different universities and various journals. Amongst the half century of awards that he has received, the good doctor include the most important ones are the prestigious B.C. Roy National Award for Eminent Medical Teacher, adjudged by the Medical Council of India, which he received from the then President of India in 1994. Other awards include the A.J. Thakur Award for Lifetime Achievement and Significant Contribution to the field of clinical biochemistry and the Avdesh Saran Memorial Oration Award by the Association of Clinical Biochemists of India. Moving on to his literary writings and publications, his textbook, The Biochemistry for Medical Students, first published in 1995, is running the 10th edition and is already translated into Spanish and Russian languages. This is considered the standard textbook for medical students by all the Indian universities and is also popular in another 23 countries across the world. He has published more than 250 research papers in international and national journals. Moving on to his founding and initiatives. He is the founder head for many institutions, which includes the Cancer Research Laboratory at the Regional Cancer Center, Trivandrum, the Cancer Research Laboratory at the Amrita Cancer Research Center. He is the founder dean of the Sikkim Manipal Institute of Medical Sciences, Gangtok. He has been associated as a founder principal of the Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences, Kochi, and has also been associated with the Siddhartha Laboratory in Kerala. His string of achievements and accolades go on. We are honored to have you with us today, sir, and we welcome you once again to the installation ceremony of the new office bearers of the branch for the year 2023-24. We welcome you today, sir.
Thank you, Meenakshi. May I now request our speaker. May I now request our chief guest, Sri Dr. D.M. Vasudevan, to inaugurate the ceremony by lighting the sacred flame. May I now request our chief guest, Sri Dr. D.M. Vasudevan, to inaugurate the ceremony by lighting the sacred lamp.
I request all the dignitaries on the dais and senior members to join. I request all to pose for a photograph. Now I request our chief guest, Dr. D.M. Vasudevan, to deliver the inaugural address.
A very good afternoon. Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, distinguished members of the Institute, and my dear friends. It is a great honor for me to be here, to be in front of this august body, this Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And I am very thankful for the office bearers in calling me, especially Shri Jean Paul, CA, and also giving some good words towards me. For that I am thankful to Dr. Sri A. Meenakshi. And it is also my duty to congratulate the new office bearers. I have many friends as chartered accountants, but my knowledge in accounts is very poor. Therefore, I am not able to give any real advice to the distinguished members here. Therefore, I stand myself at where I am trained, and that is, of course, in the medical field, and by profession, I have some knowledge on the research aspects also. Therefore, I will be covering a little about the medical research in general, and also the research that is going on at the Jubilee Center. Over 1 lakh people are employed in medical research and the medical technologies sector in US alone. Of course, world over it will be more than 10 times this. That is called MTP sector, that is medical technology sector. There is a subsection of that is called IVD industry, that is called in vitro diagnostic industry. Therefore, these are some of the major industries that is going on. It means our health system can run more effectively and efficiently by finding better solutions of health problems, and that is where the research comes up. Medical research makes significant economic contribution that extends well beyond the life-changing health outcomes of the individual. Medical research creates better health, and therefore there will be more productive workforce by improving the health of the people, and therefore the population as such will be more active, and a healthier population has a wider impact on industries as well as the economy of the country. There is about 4 or 5 years back, there was a research publication from Australian Medical Journal, and they had calculated that every dollar invested in medical research will return to 4 times, that is $4 for the benefit of the population. That is the economic calculation. Most often, people will come out of the routine by stray areas. As an anecdote, I can tell that in Japan, they conducted about 10 years back, they conducted a survey in major supermarkets. And they found that more sales are on adult diapers than the child diapers. That is an eye-opening for all the people, all the policy makers. See, the statistics were already telling that the population is aging, but this was the indication that the population is in Japan is going on of 80, 90 like that. Anyway, medical research can benefit society in many ways. For example, invention of new drugs, vaccines, medical devices, and all these can improve the patient diagnosis and treatment and the health in general. Disease prevention may provide greater returns. For example, provision of clean water and wiser lifestyle choices by the population. See, in this, for example, in late 1800s and early 1900s, that was the area where cholera was very popular in UK. And at that time, the statistician found that, a doctor found that there was this clustering of some of these cholera disease. And therefore, ultimately, he went on and inspected and found that these the cholera victims are taken from one particular well. And therefore, that well is contaminated by cholera germs. And that is an eye-opener. That is a great discovery at that time. Therefore, these are various areas where the research will lead to public health, will diagnose the public health, address the public health problems. All these measures are ideally informed by sound research and are brought about by the government policy will be changing by these major breakthroughs in the medical research. Clinical guidelines rely on scientific evidence, including clinical trials, and even government policy documents sometimes cite the research findings. Taking issues from the clinics, then we have, I'm now going for some specific examples that we are conducting at Jubilee Mission Hospital. Our motto is taking issues from the clinics and finding solutions in the lab. Our research is focused on societal needs. See, for example, one just example is computer-aided research in medicine. At Jubilee, we have already established a very good computer facility for this particular purpose. And that is, I am very proud to say that it is nationally recognized now. Generally, suppose we want to, a disease is there, and for that, let us say that there are 100 candidate medicines. Candidate medicine means that one of them will be useful for that medicine, 99 may not be useful. But we don't know which one is the useful medicine. And therefore, the only possible way is that to inject different animals, all these 100 medicines and see what is the outcome. And this is a very time-consuming process. It may take years to get a particular medicine out of this, to find out a particular medicine out of this 100 candidate choices. Then conventionally we, and the best is selected by that way, and this is a very time consuming process. We can take the help of computer simulation. The three-dimensional structure of the drug is made in the computer, and hundreds of drugs can be tested easily, which will fit into the human target. That is, see, for example, a medicine has to be effective. That medicine has to find out the receptor on the cell, and that is why the medicine is becoming active. And that target we can identify, and which one is effective, that can be studied in silico. And computer designing helps us to reduce time, avoid repeated experiments, and help to reduce the expenditure. In a breakthrough research funded by Department of Health Research of the Government of India, we are modeling the new molecule that can be used in the treatment of uterine fibroids. Uterine fibroids are growths that appear in the uterus. They are made of uterine muscle, and they are non-cancerous, but is extremely common and will make life will become very miserable. The presently using medicines may cause liver toxicity. Our researchers have developed a new molecule, and that is patented also, which can replace the existing treatment regimes. In another research funded by Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, new molecules for Alzheimer's disease is on the way. Alzheimer's disease means that the brain will shrink, brain cells will die, and Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause for dementia. And there will be gradual decline of memory, and personality will be changed, and therefore there will be life not only of the patient but also the surrounding persons will become miserable. And these changes affect the person's ability to function. And we are finding certain solutions out of that. Medicine is also being under the process of patenting. Then another area is the study on alcohol abstinence and genetic relationship. To abstain from alcohol use and restart the same is a common phenomenon among alcohol users or alcohol abusers. Some can successfully abstain, but many will miserably fail. Our research project funded by the ICMR, that is Indian Council of Medical Research, is trying to search for the presence of any genetic markers in these people. Genetic predisposition which precipitates the social evil. An increased chance or likelihood of developing a particular disease is based on the presence of one or more genetic variants or the family history suggestive of increased risk of the disease. Having a genetic predisposition does not mean that an individual will develop a disease. The good example is that the relationship of lung cancer and the smoking habit. See, 100%, thousands of people are taking cigarettes, but only few, 2 or 3 are getting lung cancers. Why? Because in normal persons, there are certain enzymes which will cut off the unwanted substances that is coming from cigarette. Whereas only few, 1 or 2 or 3 persons will not have that particular enzyme, and that will succumb for the disease. That is the relationship between genetics and the surroundings. If you give that particular substance, then only that disease will be manifested in only those particular persons having the predisposition. That is what we are getting here. And we found that there are 3 particular genes in human beings responsible for this alcoholism. Then there is the umbilical cord milking. In the preterm babies, that is less than 32 weeks, there are chances of lesser brain development than full-term babies, that is 40 weeks. In a research funded by ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research, here the doctor will squeeze the umbilical cord blood, which is rich in stem cells, for 40 to 60 seconds. Stem cells means that those cells will go and replenish, and that will make newer and newer cells. They have the capacity to make new cells. That is what we call as stem cells. Then only umbilical, and so large quantity of stem cells are given to the baby because of this treatment. On a follow-up study, we found that such a preterm babies are developed normally. Therefore, good citizens are coming out of that. Now, this technique is getting accepted as a standard care all over the country. Then there are also various other research going on. See, for example, the Jubilee is an important center for snake bite treatment. About 1,000 cases per year of snake bites are coming here. Out of that, 30% are poisonous snakes. The usual treatment for snake bite is that to give antivenom. That is, antibodies against the venom is injected. And this is given for all persons coming with a snake bite. But mind you, only 70% are non-poisonous snakes. And therefore, only 30% of the patients are needed to give this particular drug, which is costly, which is rare, which is difficult to get. And therefore, that is our way of the thinking is that how to identify those who need the antibody. And we are giving only for those persons, and that is a great achievement in terms of monetarily also. It is also for the patient's benefit also. And therefore, this has taken as a national policy now. Our work has taken up by the government and the national policy. It has made a task force project now all over India. Therefore, there are such ideas are coming, newer developments are coming out of the medical research that is going there. The healthcare accounting is the process of monitoring and recording medical facilities revenue and spending. This process is essential for ensuring the facility adheres to its budget and can provide the highest quality of patient care possible. Health economics is therefore important because it focuses on how the economic behavior of stakeholders affects the quality and cost of medical care. There is one term called longevity finance. The longevity economy provides opportunities to healthcare service providers, fitness and wellness companies, financial service companies, banks, pension funds, asset management firms, and insurance companies. 60 plus years population makes the wealthiest part of the financial system and has the maximum global purchasing power. There are a lot of opportunities for age-friendly companies to develop new products designed for customers who are living this extra long life. These products, services include healthcare treatments, lifestyle or financial products, building new models for retirement planning, and provide huge opportunities for economic growth, employment generations, and innovation. With that, I remain. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. We are truly blessed to have you here today. May I now call upon our chairperson, C.A. Jean Paul, for sharing his vision.
Namaskaram. I thank Almighty for the blessings He showered upon us. I thank all the members for believing in our team. I thank all the members for making me the first among equals for the year 23-24. With the permission of and the blessings of my parents, gurus and elders, I accept the responsibility of the office of the chairman of Trichure branch of SARC of ICAI. I assure you that we will apply collective wisdom and uphold the values and principles in the governance of branch activities. Respected Chief Guest, Dr. D.M. Vasudevan, SARC member C.A. Sadishan P., immediate past chairman C.A. Ajit Kaimal, managing committee members, past Central Council member C.A. Jose Potagaran sir, past SARC chairman C.A. Jomon K. George, past chairman of the branch and my principal C.A. Ramdasim, my principals C.A. Venugopalan C. and Sadi A. Menon, all the past chairpersons, Father Reni Mudankurian, Director, Jubilee Mission Hospital, Father Thomas Popadi, Assistant Director, Jubilee Mission Hospital, my parents, Sri T.L. Paul and Theresiama Paul, and my dear members of the CA fraternity, their family members and students, good evening. Nobel laureate Colombian writer Gabriela Marquez stated in his famous novel 100 Years of Solitude with the following words: the world was so recent that many things, and in order to indicate them, it was necessary to point. I am more impressed with the Malayalam translation of that passage. ലോകത്തിന് ചെറുപ്പമായിരുന്നതുകൊണ്ട് പല വസ്തുക്കൾക്കും പേരുകളുണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല. ചൂണ്ടിക്കാണിച്ച് വേണമായിരുന്നു അവയെ സൂചിപ്പിക്കാൻ. ഇതായിരുന്നു അതിൻ്റെ മലയാളം ട്രാൻസ്ലേഷൻ. Today, I stand here with the memories of my ultimate guru, C.A. Sukumara Menon, my principal and the professional hero who was also the first chairman of our branch. If you remember his speech, if you remember the speech of late C.A. Sukumara Menon in 2019, in which he shared his glowing reminiscence of how our branch started in 1981. Just like Marquez said, our branch was so recent and had no premises on its own, no roadmap of future. With the guidance of C.A. Jose Potagaran and the support of our first secretary, C.A. Vasudevan sir, and other committee members, our branch started working at the Raisamis veranda. I think I am right, sir. We can assume that it was a humble beginning, but the vision was so powerful and their mission was highly futuristic. Today, we are standing in this palatial building. Our journey from Doraiswami's veranda to Sarangi Theatre happened just because of sheer commitment and the dedication of each and every past chairperson and their committee members. Dear past leaders, we respect you, we love you, and we are grateful to you. Thank you, sir. We know that the legacy of the branch is not a single story. It is a collection of experiences and many exciting tales. So, we would like to record the history of our branch. I request all the past chairpersons to help us to complete that project during this year. The world came to standstill and the human life isolated in March 2020 due to COVID-19 pandemic. Our branch activities were also isolated. Our main thrust area of imparting education to students also came to a standstill. There was a clear direction from the headquarters that online classes will be centrally arranged. But our then chairman, C.A. Anup Ji, successfully convinced the authorities to conduct classes at our own platform with our own faculty. It was the beginning of a new normal in our branch. Our success during and after the COVID pandemic built on that effort. His term as a chairman ended during the COVID pandemic itself. We could not give him a offline acknowledgement, sir. Anup ji, താങ്കളുടെ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾ ബ്രാഞ്ചിൻ്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിലെ പൂമുഖത്ത് സ്ഥാനം പിടിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നു. Give him a counter applause. Sir, you know that it is very challenging and risky to take over the responsibility of the branch from a very dynamic, talented, cool and enterprising chairman like C. Ajit Kaimal. His activity report speaks the quantity and the quality of his programs. He dared to conduct SIRC students quiz competition first time outside Chennai. First All Kerala football tournament of branches and held a lead role in Navaratna conference. Congratulations, Mr. Ajit Kaimal, C. Ajit Kaimal, for achieving the second best branch award. Thank you, C. Ajit Kaimal, for your leadership, and we love you, sir. He brought excellence in all the branch activities. APJ Abdul Kalam said, excellence is a continuous process and not an accident. Let us together continue to work hard and achieve success and excellence. This year, ICAI Institute is celebrating its 75th Foundation Day. Honorable President of the Institute, CA Aniket Talati, has invited all the managing committee members, as Sadishan sir informed, to the Mumbai for an orientation program on 13th and 14th March. We are expecting that the President will announce special programs this year. We will carry out that programs. You know, the world is edging towards knowledge economy. Imparting professional education is one of the pillars of the success of knowledge economy. And continuing professional education is the backbone of our profession. Our committee observes that it is the responsibility and the duty of the branch to create more faculty members in the different subjects from our branch, our own branch. We are planning to organize a year-long faculty development program for our own members. An international trainer and an orator has consented to mentor this program. We will publish the program's details in further. We are proud that our branch is now an education hub of Kerala for CA students. To carry out the good work, to create better results, a counseling and mentoring cell for the benefit of the students is the need of hour. We request our members, especially the youngsters, to come forward to give back the society and by joining this program. We will provide basic training sessions to handle this project. We know that the residential seminar, national seminar, study tour abroad, and post-qualification courses are long pending. We will do our level best to organize some of these programs this year, and the balance will be done in the next year, I think. Respected Vasudevan sir, it is my personal pride that I am working with such an erudite personality like you. Please accept my heartfelt gratitude for blessing me and gracing this occasion with your presence. I gratefully remember the guidance and support of our ex-officio member, C.A. Sadishan P. during this last year. We request you to continue the same services for the coming years. I congratulate all the committee members for their contributions to the branch activities during the year 2022-23. We have a great team of managing committee members for the year 23-24. Our Vice Chairman, C.A. Anup Francis, has already served the branch in various capacities, 2 times as SICASA Chairman, SICASA Coordinator, and Treasurer. Entrepreneurial skills are his birthright and a committed hard worker. I am pleased and privileged to introduce our First Lady Secretary of the branch, C.A. Divya Dhamarajan. She has served the Institute last year in dual capacities as SICASA Coordinator and Newsletter Editor, ever smiling and ever learning personality. Our Treasurer, C.A. Sadishan T.G. has served the branch as Secretary, Treasurer, SICASA Chairman. He is the most dynamic organizer and a hard worker in the group. Thank you, sir. Our young SICASA chairman, CA E.M. Paulson, who served the branch as a treasurer during the last year, this year, our storyteller wishes to reduce his age by 10 years, working with the adults and students. Our immediate past chairman is graceful. He agreed, see Ajit Kaimal has agreed to consented to handle the monthly newsletter. Thank you, sir. We wish you all the best, my team. I thank C. A.K.T. Thomas for realizing and convincing me that I have a dream to serve the institute. I thank all my CA friends, including the past chairman who helped me to bring life to my dream. I thank my brother-like friends, CA Verghese Paul and Biju PS, for their love and care. I thank my first committee and past chairperson, CA Silpa Ramdas, CA Anup Ji, and CA RNKK for helping me to improve my leadership skills. I gratefully remember the efforts of my parents, Sir C. T.L. Paul and Mrs. Theresia M. Paul, for shaping my philosophy and character. I extend my heartfelt great gratitude to my dear wife, Mrs. Bintu, and my loving children, Mr. Glenn, Miss Gloria, Miss Glennis, and Master Gracious. I have to look at the names. Otherwise, I would go wrong. The order may change. Requesting and looking forward to the wholehearted support of all the stakeholders, that is members, students, and staff, for all the activities for the next year. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Chairman. Our best wishes, and we assure our wholehearted support for you. Our SARC member, Sadishan sir, wish to shower his love upon our chairperson with a bouquet.
Now I request CA Jean Paul to present a memento to our immediate past chairperson, CA Ajit Kaivan, as a token of appreciation for his outstanding performance as a chairperson for the year 2022-23.
Moving on to the felicitations, may I call upon CA Jose Potokaran sir, our senior most member and past Central Council member, for the felicitation.
Good evening to you all from the old man. Esteemed Chairman Jean Paul sir, immediate past Chairman Mr. Ajit Kaimal sir, today's chief guest, Dr. Vasudevan sir, our regional council member, Sadish sir, I forgot. Today's Chairman Ji, Jean Paul, Mr. Paulson sir, Mr. Anup sir, Madam Divya Dharmarajan, and Sadish sir. You know, when age, memory also will lose. I am not taking much time for you. And first of all, let me congratulate the esteemed chairman of the day, Jean Paul sir. From the very speech he has made, you can assess what is his qualities. And he will prove his mettle with this year. And I am fully confident that we will get the best chairman, best branch award for the next year. Ajit Kaimar sir, you have done well. The report says the report is excellent. I don't know how we missed the best branch award. And you are very able, efficient, and efficiently managed the branch for the last year. Sir, I congratulate you. As I told you, time is precious. We are all hungry. I thank you one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request CA Jomon K. George, past SARC chairman, for a felicitation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your blessings, sir. Yes, sir.
Good evening to all of you. My very dear friend, C.A. Ajit Kaimal, who after steering the Trichur branch through a wonderful year of activities, graciously laid on his office just a couple of minutes, a few minutes ago. The star of the evening, and another very dear friend, C.A. Jean Paul, the brand new chairman who has just been installed as the captain of this very, very dynamic, energetic, vibrant branch of Trichur. Vice chairman, Mr. Available. Mr. Available is Satish, yeah. He always also been available. Yeah. Anup Francis, who as SICASO chairman received the second best region award. Divya, the secretary, as the RCM said, the protocol of the first lady secretary, but we have had lady chairman. I was fortunate to have Shilpa as the chairman of the branch when I was chairman of the region. The treasurer, again, the secretary has stepped down one step less, Satish. Paulson, who was, chairman, said he's going to reduce his age. And I remember his commentary during the football match. All day he was, tireless commentator. And the very special guest of this evening, Dr. D.M. Vasudevan, a very, very revered scholar who, because of his quest for knowledge and research, traveled across the globe and thought it fit to come back to home state and to mentor and do great research in the field of medicine, who also gave many hitherto unknown insights into the profession of medicine. Some of them were though scary, but it was quite informative for every one of us. Very, very dear friend, pride of Trichur, the sole representative in the regional council from Kerala, Satishan P., who also as SICASA chairman brought the second best branch at the national level. Very, very respected senior members, Jose Potokaran sir especially as a past CCM and past regional council chairman, illustrious past chairman of the branch who have brought up the Trichur branch from Doraisami's veranda to this wonderful facility that we have today, who have spent substantial amount of their professional, personal, family time in the service of the members and students of this branch. other very dear colleagues, the two new faces at the MC, Preeti and Babita, are doing a good job there. Invited guests, family members, once again, my very charming kids, and including the 4 children of our dear chairman, who you said the name, right? Yeah, okay, good. And it continues, in the sense that the speeches would continue. And chairman's speech today, if you notice, the rhetoric was almost like the Gettysburg speech of Abraham Lincoln. That itself was suggestive of what he has in mind for the entire year, which is unfolding ahead of us. So once again, a warm good evening to all of you. I'm extremely delighted to be here. Thank you for having me here this evening. Though I do not hold any official position now, I'm always happy to associate with the branch and its activities. And I was telling everyone that Trichur is just 1 hour away, provided the Chalakudi work gets over. And I'm just a call away for all that you wish to do in this year. Trichur branch, a lot of things have been said, but I have no iota of doubt in saying that Trichur is the best branch, not only in Kerala, across region, in many aspects. It is not with any intention of flattering the members of this thing. Because we have wonderful infrastructure. The most impressive thing which Ajit, we have done is that the 2,700 plus students which have been trained, and the best, another good thing is that the inclusive growth, with the chairman said, Sadishan said about the chairman's, this has been happening in Trichur for quite some time. Trichur, I think, is the only branch where a lot of efforts have been taken to develop the in-house faculty. I will take 3 minutes maximum just to conclude on this. So it's quite heartening that a lot of youngsters are coming up, and then in various capacities as faculty members. And today, Trichur is a center of learning. I'm sure the classes here, in the regular classes for foundation, the intermediate, the final, and of course the other mandatory courses like MCS and ITT, has become a very center of learning. I can say as a cultural capital has become the academic capital of the state. I have no doubt in saying that. So extremely happy to associate with Trichur, and kudos to the entire team who are working behind, the faculty members, the faculty, the team of staff members, everyone. About the year that has gone by, Ajit is very closely known to me, at least for the last close to 10 years. Seen him at very close quarters. I came up the ranks in the managing committee. And last year was a wonderful year, because as we heard it earlier, the branch had to, the reboot button has to be pressed, because we were still in the scare of the pandemic, and we wanted the branch to swing back to its normal possible level of activities, probably exceed what has happened in the past. And Ajit did exceedingly well, whether it is academic activities, programs. The PowerPoint or the video presentation was rich in content, variety, and all that you want to do. Of course, the intra-branch football tournament, inter-branch participation, and kept the members together, engaged, and also, I'm also happy to see that there's a program for the kids of the members, which is probably the first time in the state, at least from what I have heard. And it was a wonderful year, but unfortunately, towards the end of his tenure, as he was laying down office, he had a very sad bereavement. I think you turned emotional during this speech towards the end of it. It shows that you have been a very caring, loving son. And your father lived a full life, and you have been a wonderful son. We take consolation in the saying that in the sport of arrivals and departures called life, there are no permanent guests. When the time comes, every one of us have to go. May that noble soul rest in peace. And all my good wishes and kudos once again to the wonderful job you have done. And as immediate past chairman, you continue to guide the new team, Gene and his team. So once again, my compliments and kudos. And about Gene, we know all of us know him so very well. A very, very happy family man, God-fearing, and his speech, if you see, was more of gratitude. And of course, there was an indication of what he has got up his sleeve in the next year. I know every chairman, and this is a change our season. Satish and myself, we have finished 3 branches, and tomorrow we are in Calicut. Day after tomorrow, we have Kottayam and Kollam, and then followed by Kannur at a later date. So every new team at this point of time takes charge with the new hopes, promises, aspirations, and a lot of commitments to the members. And the solemn oath which has been taken here, may Almighty shower His choicest blessings to every one of you, you and the team, to discharge, to stick on to the oath, adhere to what you have, and uphold in the highest standards of governance, and discharge your duties in the best possible fashion. Well, this changeover is happening at a time when the role of our profession is becoming substantially more pronounced and relevant. naysayers have their way in saying that the profession is going down and the relevance of the profession is going down. But I hold a completely different view. I'm seeing green shoots everywhere for the profession. I'm seeing, looking forward to the professional with a lot of hope and optimism. The India story, one of the reasons for that is the India story which is unfolding before, which has been happening for last many years. What is happening, the whole world is looking at India with so much of, they're shocked and surprised. Where's India going? The growth which is happening in the GDP growth. We have become the 5th largest economy in the world and the fastest growing economy in the world. And in this budget, if you have seen the 10 trillion, 10 lakh rupees of capital expenditure, who would validate that? And this government came in with the promise that it is more of governance and less of government. That's actually happening in every sphere of activity. Therefore, and that governance will not happen. It is realized that whether it's a GST transition versus the IBC implementation, it will not happen without the active involvement of our profession. And we are proudly known as partners in nation building. I'll put this in the perspective in a minute from now. Therefore, that's happening, and we have started saying that the order which Air India placed for 470 aircrafts today recently would give millions of jobs to the US for Boeing guys and for the Airbus guys in France. It always used to be the other way around. We still go around, but that is a kind of India that is emerging before us. And therefore, the profession cannot remain irresponsive as passive spectators. Every one of us in our individual capacity, and the profession collectively has got a very pivotal role in hand-holding with the growth engines and being part of that. So that's very important. Why I'm saying this on a changeover function is because the Central Council, the President and the Vice President, Aniket Talati and Sumit from Kolkata, the Vice President, and Mr. Panraj as the Chairman at the region, have got the Central Council makes policies, strategies, and the Regional Council bit of administrates that. But the real action points are the branches where the Chairman and the entire team gets in close interaction with the members and the students. So this spirit of growth, this spirit of growth has to be inculcated into the membership at every point of it, in every program that we do. And also, as chartered accountants are often referred to as high priests in the religion of financial discipline. Therefore, we have to uphold the highest standards of governance and bring about that kind of credibility. And if there are some shadows have been cast on the profession, this is the time to wipe out that, and every team should work in that direction. So that is how we should move forward. And also, in all the programs that you plan, Jean, you should have, Trichur has become a center of innovation, a lot of futurist programs. Add more of flair into what is more relevant for the profession, while we have the very basic things like taxation, auditing standards, accounting standards, which I always deal with. There are a lot of things which the profession has to, if you look at the World Congress of Accountants in Mumbai or the regional conference in Hyderabad, everywhere, the key word is transform, transform, and transform. We cannot remain where we were. Therefore, that has to go on. I'm sure that you would plan a lot of programs in that direction and align with the thinking of the national leadership, the institute's leadership, and also the inclusive growth that the regional chairman would like to have. Let me once again wish you all the very best, the entire team, for a wonderful year that you have planned, and let all that you plan come true. And as in the past, though I do not hold any official post, I offer all my support, sincere support in all your activities. May God bless you, bless the Trichur branch, its members, students, and staff members. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Thank you, sir. I request C.A. Ramdas M., our own past chairman, for the felicitation.
Chairman Sri Jean Paul, immediate past Chairman Sri Ajit Kaimal, Chief Guest of the Day Dr. D.M. Vasudevan sir, it is my proud privilege to offer a few words of felicitation at this juncture the previous year's chairman, Sri Ajit Kaimal, has done wonderful activities, and during the year 2022-23, the branch witnessed a lot of activities, and definitely, as Mr. Jomon K. George has said, actually Trichur branch is to be adjudged as the best branch. And I am fully confident that the ensuing chairman, Sri Jean Paul, will also try his level best to bring the branch to higher, greater heights. And I have cleared my CA in the year 1973 and became FCA in the year 1978, and year 2023 happened to be an auspicious year as far as I am concerned, and I am here to offer felicitation to my student Sri Ajit Kaimal, who has completed an eventful year of 2022-23, and the incoming president or just installed president Jean Paul has also happened to be my student. Not only that, and in his case, his wife Bindu also happened to be my student. So 2023 is an eventful, definitely Trichur branch will become 23-24 will be an eventful year. I am fully confident, and I am prepared to offer or give all sorts of help in the matter of carrying out the activities to the whole team. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now call upon Dr. C.A.V. Venugopal for a felicitation.
No problem. Step that Respected Chief Guest, Sri Vasudevan, sir. Sir. Other dignitaries on the dais, Mr. Satishan and others, senior members and their family. We heard other speakers telling the greatest achievement of Mr. Ajit Kaimal and his team. That was a memorable year, and we had a lot of activities, full of activities. And I was told the whole day for the last 1 year, most of the time Ajit Kaimal spent in the branch. So that unfortunately we missed the first, but we got the second best award. Similarly, Mr. Anup Francis, the second best Sikasa award also. So with that activity is continuing, every year we are having better activities. Now Jean Paul has taken over. My association with Jean Paul is for the last 15 years, very closely. Before he qualified, he joined Lulu Convention Center. After joining only, he qualified. He was there for almost 7 years, more than 7 years, 8 years, as the finance manager.
And as an auditor, I used to have very close interaction with him. I have seen the way he does things. An accounts officer is normally supposed to do the management of accounts and finance only. But he was engaged in the overall management of the convention center, assisting the general manager in every field and every activities. And he has shown his mettle, his capacity as an efficient manager also. Now, I am glad to see his parents, his wife Bintu, and his 4 children here today in this hall. I can say that after that he worked 7 years, now almost 7 years in Jubilee Medical College. And today he was telling me that my next 1 year I'll be spending 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. every day in this branch. That is my target. And my office will be managed by my wife. That's what he told. I'm very glad. That is his vision, that is his ambition. I am sure, as has been told by Mr. Ramdas, next year, I'm 100% sure that Trichur branch will become the best branch of SIRC, and I wish him all the best. His success is his long, close relationship with people. He upheld his strong values, and he is a family man. He is a true family man, and he is a well-connected person. And also, he is always willing to take more responsibilities. See, an artist, he is a well-known artist. He is a canvas painter, and his paintings exhibition has taken place in various forums. All of us know only a genius can become an artist and a painter, well known. So that shows his capacity. And I have to mention Anup Francis. He is from my native place, Vadakancheri. His father is a leading businessman. I remember when I was a chartered accountant student, whenever I stepped down from the bus and go to my house through the road, I had to walk a little distance through the main road. And his father's shop was on the roadside. My father's shop was next to him, his grandfather's shop. And his grandfather used to call me. And he was so curious to know about the CA profession. And he was asking me about my studies, my exam and other things. And the grandson has become a very successful chartered accountant. Now, I'm glad that Divya, the first lady secretary of the branch, has taken over. I was told, I don't know much about Divya, but whenever I come, her smiling face receives people always we remember the way she receives people. I was told her husband is a doctor, well-known doctor. Very glad and congratulations. Satish, very young. If you see the photograph of the office bearers, we feel it is a very young family. Look like one family members as brothers and sisters. Of course, Paulson is slightly aged, but as has been told, his age is going to be reduced by 10 years. I wish Paulson is the SICASA secretary also. I'm sure SICASA will again come out with the best SICASA branch. And I wish the new office bearers under the leadership of Mr. Jean Paul all the best and all support. Whatever help is required, I have told that we senior members who are sitting here and all those will fully support the growth of the branch, and I am sure next year we all will joyfully celebrate the Best Branch Awards. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir, for your wishes. Now I call upon CA Manoj Kumar for the felicitation.
Very good evening, chief guest, respected senior members, and my dear friends. Very happy to be here to give my wishes to the new chairman and the team. First of all, I would like to congratulate and thank the past chairman, C. Ajit Kaimal. Really did a great job. Thank you, Ajit, and the whole team. Thank you very much. I was very surprised when my name was included in the list of persons who are giving felicitation. Thank you, Jean, for all this. I know Jean for the last 30 years. Jean and his better half Bindu was my juniors during my articleship period. Wishing you all the very best, Jean, and thank you all. And I again congratulate the whole the team and thank you all. Thank you.
I request Gio, my good friend, to speak few words. Because he told me that he will not attend the program due to travel plans, but fortunately he joined here. So
in fact, I am not prepared for a speech. However, I told, in fact, Jean told me to offer a felicitation, but I told that I would be out of station. But I could come because I planned today's program accordingly, so that my very good friend is taking the oath today. So I thought I should be here. So so I came by 6:30, 6:45, and fortunately the program was a bit late. So fortunately I am here. I could attend the program from the very first. So the team led by Ajit Kaimal just got down, and their performance was fabulous and marvelous, I would say, because we know how Ajit Kaimal and team led this great ship, and all the programs went on very well. And he was so meticulous to post everything in WhatsApp, and he was very, very meticulous in informing to all members and establish connect to all members. And the team led by Ajit Kaimal made wonders. That is the proof that award getting award is a usual business for the Trichy branch. So even maybe runner-up or maybe joint winner or maybe winner, we used to get award every year. The problem with Trichy branch is that the yardstick is getting increased. So that would be a pressure for Jean Paul. ഓരോ പ്രാവശ്യം വരുമ്പോൾ ആ ഒരു ലെവല് കൂട്ടി കൊണ്ടുവരണം ഓരോ ചെയർമാനും. So it is difficult, but I am sure that Jean Paul and team can do that. Jean Paul, as rightly told by Venugopal sir, Jean Paul, an artist, a gifted artist, a core professional, and he is my fellow member in Trichy Management Association, and he is having office bearership there. And he is a wonderful leader. And along with him, his team, the secretary is Divya, charming Divya, and Vice Chairman Anoop, and Treasurer Sadish, our junior Rahul Dravid, and Paulson, and past chairman. All team, I am sure that these people can bring laurels, more laurels to Trichy branch. I thank the team led by Ajit Kaimal, and I wish the team led by Jean Paul the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, CA Manoj and CA Geojob, for your wishes and letting us know the capacity of our chairman. Now I request our chairman, CA Jean Paul, to present a memento to our chief guest, Sri D.M. Vasudevan as a token of love.
Now, may I request our Secretary, Thrissur Branch CA Divya Dharmarajan for vote of thanks.
A warm good evening, everyone. Thank you is a prayer that cannot be touched or seen. It can be only felt by the heart. I feel honored and privileged for the opportunity to propose the vote of thanks on this special occasion, and it's officially my first vote of thanks. Firstly, I'd like to thank our renowned chief guest, Dr. D.M. Vasudevan, who graced the occasion and made it even more special with his wise words. Next, I would like to thank the past chairperson of SICASA of SIRC, C.A. Satishan, who has always extended his staunch support to our branch. Then, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our immediate past chairperson, C.A. Ajit Kaimal. It has been a great learning experience for all of us in the managing committee to work under his guidance. Next, I would like to thank our present chairperson, C.A. Jean Paul, for his committed support and guidance at each and every step. He is a great visionary, and with an artistic touch, we are looking forward to working under his guidance. I would like to thank C.A. Satish for being an exemplary role model both as a secretary and a fellow managing committee member. I definitely have a huge responsibility to fulfill considering the high benchmark that he has set. Next, I would like to thank C.A. Paulson, our outgoing treasurer and the current SICASA chairperson, for his promptness and hands-on involvement in the accounting and other financial aspects of the branch as a treasurer. I would also like to thank C.A. Anup Francis, the outgoing SICASA chairperson and the incoming chairman, for his seamless management of the SICASA team and its activities during the last year. I extend my heartfelt gratitude even to the SICASA committee members. It would be impossible to conduct any event in the branch without the support of the branch staff. They have stood by us, extending their maximum cooperation. We are indeed very fortunate to have a strong team like this, which forms the backbone of any organization. I would also like to thank our MCs Preeta and Babita for managing the show with such elegance and panache. I would like to thank the family members of the managing committee, without whose support we would not be able to discharge our duties. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the members who came and supported us today and those who couldn't come but extended their wishes. And another announcement, we are conducting a CPE seminar tomorrow from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the branch premises on the topic compounding under FEMA and recent changes in FEMA. The session will be taken by CA P. Venkateshan, requesting members to attend the same. Another announcement, the branch is planning to celebrate the month of March as the International Women's Day month. The theme for this year's 2023 International Women's Day is Embrace Equity. The aim of Embrace Equity campaign is to get the world talking about why equal opportunities are not enough. We can challenge gender stereotypes, call out discrimination, draw attention to bias, and seek out inclusion. That is what equity is all about. All members are welcome to click pictures in front of the Women's Day theme posters that are kept at several places in the branch and send the pictures to us. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Divya. Kindly raise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे